Hi everyone, it is the 16th of July of 2024 and today I am going to continue on with my graphical diary. I have actually, because last time I was working through primary school and I think I got most of it covered, at least nothing that would really come to my mind, I guess. But of course, I thought to myself, like, oh well, if other things crop up, I'll make a note of it in my keep notes and then I can get to it. Which I've made one note. But before I get to that, I'm going to make a note of a few things that I want to write about. Because here's what I was thinking, right? So I could do school. So what have I got to do with school? Different teachers. Layout. I'm just trying to like. This isn't all necessary stuff I'm going to do on video. I mean, it depends on what it is. But obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to do not on video. But yeah, so I've got teachers, layout. There's a few other things. So I was thinking I could talk about the lunch boxes that I had. That came to mind recently because I was remembering something about year 7 because I'm going to be moving on to year 7 next. What else? There's another thing. Songs, yes. So songs. Assembly, which has just suddenly reminded me of something. Assembly slash Christmas slash Harvest Festival. Because I remember the Harvest Festival. It's a bit strange. I don't remember much about it. I mean, Harvest Festival, it was something to do with, you know what, that was a good time. So, what is the Harvest Festival? Because I've never heard it anywhere outside of schools. Obviously it's when it's to do with like farming and food and all that. Let's do this. Right. The Harvest Festival is a long-standing tradition and celebrates a successful yield for farmers across the country. Yeah. It focuses on charitable giving. Yes, specifically sharing food with those who do not have access to basic provisions. Right. Yeah, because what I always remembered about the Harvest Festival in school is I didn't really remember much about it overall. I just remember there was a particular. I remember there was one song, "Autumn Days," that we did, and we did like a collection of tinned foods and all that, to give to charity or something. I don't know. At the time, it was just sort of like a thing that happened that I never really understood. I never really understood like what the big thing was about. But it was just a thing that I sort of remember. Just remember happening. Like, I remember all the food like on a table like in around that time. And now I know, like, oh right, well it's when all the crops get farmed up and all that. And like I see it like when I'm on my way to work, I walk past a field and sometimes like once a year you'll see what looks like, oh, there's lots of smoke coming out. It's like, oh, there's just all the tractors harvesting the corn or whatever grain it is. I don't know, wheat maybe. Either way, that's another thing to think about. Harvest Festival, songs, yeah. And then we had Christmas carols. So I do need to have like there's a few things there. Um, I could put assemblies, because I remember there was a time, I don't remember exactly when, but Friday assembly. So what happened was we'd have an assembly where we'd all sit on the floor and the year sixes would sit on the benches at the back, and we'd all like be introduced to something and we'd sing songs and all that. And at one point what happened was we changed the ones on Fridays. So on Fridays we would all sit in like clumps on the floor based on our like different classes. So like you have one class sitting like one little clump with the teacher on the floor and the teacher sat in a chair, another class over in another clump or whatever. And what would happen is the class would take it in turns to show some work that they had been what was it? Like just whatever work that they've been working on that week, and they would talk about it. And I remember one, and because I'm thinking about this now, I'm actually getting more memories. But I remember one, and I don't know if it was year 5 or year 6. One of these two. Can't remember when. I should really I should really try to make like a thing for like, I don't know if this is this year or that year. I believe it was year 6. So what happened was we had, I'll tell you what, let's insert. Where am I? Right, let's insert a few more here. Right, man. So these bits are going to be things that I'm not too sure about. Does that work? Oh, that's sort of in the middle. Sort of creates a sort of makes the bisexual pattern there a little bit, although not quite. And I'll just say this is I'll say 5/6 question mark. And so let's make sure I'm getting this correct, because I remember right, 1 second. Up to the general. Let's go back up to the top, the general. Swimming. We once went swimming. There was a time we went swimming, and I'm going to put got 800 meters certificate, because I was one of 2 people who managed to get in the school who managed to get a certificate for swimming the 800 meters. Because you had like the 400 meters and 200 meters and all that, but the 800 meters you have to like swim back and forth across the pool, and that was like the challenge, just to do 800 meters, and it took like a long time, but we did it. Anyway, so I'm gonna let's go back onto my incognito tab, because I don't want it to poinsettia. Right, poinsettia. Okay. So, the reason that I remember this is because let's made poinsettias during made poinsettias out of paper and, hold on, out of green and shiny red paper, we presented them during what was it? During the Friday assembly, hold on, we presented them during Friday assembly. I was one of the few kids. Should I say kids? Should I say pupils? I should say pupils. That's more accurate to the context, I guess. Holding up theirs, and there was around 4 or 5 of us, I think, doing that. One person forgot their name, and I said out loud, poisonetters. Everybody laughed, and at playtime somebody said they can't be poison, otherwise we wouldn't have touched them. Yeah, but genuinely I wouldn't have them in class. I mean, not exact quote. I just put said that, make it indirect. Yeah, so I said poisonous because that's what I thought they were. I heard them being said as poisonetters all the time. I heard poinsettia, and in my mind I heard that as poisonetters. So I said, "Oh yeah, they're poisonetters." And everyone in the school laughed, and I'm thinking, what is going on there? Right. So, what else is there as a general note to make about? Oh, there was also Pupil of the Week, which I never won. Basically, Pupil of the Week was like, oh, who's been the best pupil this week, and they'd say like it's been this person, and really it was mostly for I don't know, I think it was a way of just encouraging good behaviour, because a lot of the time it was like, well, this person's normally naughty, but this week they've been very good. Oh man, okay, my memories are coming back. Alright, let's add a bit more here. Yeah, so that I never won it because I was always good, so I didn't need any special like recognition, but some of the naughty kids did sometimes win it. Anyway, something that I remember, man. Was this year 5 or year 6? Oh no, okay, one of them, hold on, so visit from secondary school. So, oh, that was weird. I thought it must just be, hold on. It must have just been something reflecting off of my glasses there, because for a second I thought I saw smoke. Or something of the sort. But no, nothing there at all. Right, where was I? Visit from secondary school. So we basically had 3 students from secondary school came. Oh, okay. More memories are coming back to me. More memories are coming back to me. Came to talk to us about secondary school and what it was like. It's like, oh, you're gonna have different. You have to go to different places for different teachers for each different subject. It's like, oh, it's getting serious now, which is always the case, no matter what stage in life you are at. I find there's always this feeling of like, oh, things weren't serious before, but they're getting serious now. Like, oh, you're going into actual school after nursery. That's, oh, it's serious now. And when you get into like the upper half, it's like, oh, you're not an infant anymore. Then you get to the secondary school, and it's like, you're not in primary school anymore. It just it's just like an ongoing thing. Right. I should rearrange this a little bit because okay. Because I didn't account for the colour change of these cells. What else? I don't know. Is there a shortcut? Hold on. I'm going to look this up. Google Sheets. Insert raw shortcut. Alt Shift IR. Alt Shift IR. That's quite awkward, but hold on. Nope. What? No. English United Kingdom. Shift or Alt Shift. No. Right. Yeah. Alt Shift I. Right. Hold on. Let's try that again. Okay. I suppose that's one way to do it. I'll try to take advantage of shortcuts if I can. Anyway, I lost my trail of thought. Trying to think of a shortcut, because I'm thinking if I'm moving these cells around when they're all colored, it's going to be awkward. So okay, here's one. Merit points was in my head. So to prepare us for merits in secondary school, we were given merit points. So basically, a merit is basically like I don't know how you describe it. Just like if you imagine, like, for a 5-year-old, what would be a smiley face? Like the more sophisticated version. Oh, it's a merit. You get a merit. You get a stamp. In secondary school, it was a stamp with the school logo on the page of the date to say, like, oh, you've done good. You got a merit. But then we had merit points. So for merit points, we had to write our own merit points in back of, what do you call them? It's like a small. It's like, hold on, small school. It's quite a thin one, thin jotter. I'll put school thin jotter. Right, so, oh. You know, like sort of like a book like this, I suppose. Yeah. Something like that, but like thin. In back of, I'll just put thin jotter. And announce them at the end of the week. And I once got a merit point for successfully labeling. Labeling. Oh, actually, no, not labeling. Naming. North, east. So yeah, so we had like a compass, and they were saying like, oh, so this is north, and this is east, and this is northeast, and she goes, so what would you call this bit here then? And I went, northeast. Obviously, I had to put my hand up and everything, and she's like, oh, very clever, very correct and clever. You get a merit point. She was seemingly agitated at the time. I don't know, she just seemed quite annoyed for some reason. I don't know why. I remember also, hold on, this is another teacher thing, so I'll put this next to, hold on, let's do this right. No, oh, no. Oh, okay. I was started recording on Game Bar, which is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so Alt Shift IR. I was doing Alt. I'm so used to certain shortcuts, right? Right, okay, that's fine. Anyway, that was in the wrong place. Not really a shortcut, is it? Here, right. That's nice. I'm just gonna put Mr. Stabler. Mr. Stabler came back to cover. So Mr. Stabler was the teacher of class 5 when I started, and he left before then. And his notorious thing was that he'd make you work in silence. So you'd sit there, and it was like, oh, you're so strict. But he always, I don't know, it was always kind of, I'm going to close the curtain. One second, I'm going to close the curtain because it's getting too bright. So he he came in to cover because he'd left previously and then he'd come back, and for me it was like, oh no, Mr. Stabler, he's so strict, like he makes you work in silence, and he did a lot of the time, but for me, he was quite, I don't know, he sort of, I don't know how to describe it, God, he was like an old, like a big old man, but even when I started like year one, he used to like tell me jokes and stuff. Oh, which gives me another memory. Right. Oh, and another one. They just keep coming back. To cover. One time when doing work, I was first to finish, and he was surprised. There was. I'm just going to put Mrs. Carey there. There was another. It might have been Mrs. Carey, Mrs. Clary. There was another one. I just put old lady substitute. So there was one substitute that we had. Like an old lady used to tell us stories. And one story about being lazy and eating custard creams, and how she didn't get her hoovering done. What I remember, at least. I just remembered with one of the assemblies. Do I? Oh, no, I'll move this from here, and I'll put this here. Assemblies. There was a guy who used to come. Oh, I could. Hold on. Let's to work on discourse, including Halloween disco, where we left because I was scared of vampire thing sneaking up on people. That was a weird thing there, just like this vampire. I don't know if it was a person in a costume or some sort of like remote control thing, but I don't know, there's like this vampire thing that was like, he held his arms out and he just like moved around and like nudged people on the back, and they were like, "Oh, you got me! Oh, the vampire thing!" And I was just there. I think I was just there with my dad, and I was like, "Oh, I don't like this. I want to go home," or something like that. But with assemblies, there was a guy who sang song. Now I'm gonna see if I can find this. I was going to go and do secondary school stuff today, but I'm not really. Right. So you sing a song. You go, we're off in a motor car. 60 coppers are after us, we don't know where we are. Turning around the corner, eating apple pie. The copper said, give us a bit. I punched him in the eye. Something like that. And it was like, oh, so funny, so hilarious, as you can imagine. I'm going to search. It might be 50 coppers. Oldham Tink. Okay. You know what? If I actually just search this, so. Oh, the Oldham Tinkers. Let's. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, this is a potentially copyright thing, but I am going to... I thought this guy just wrote a song, but no. Right, oh dear, this is potential copyright. Right, so I'm going to be tapping the microphone a bit here. Ooh, dun 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 dun. Oh, this might be really loud actually. Me doing this to the microphone. I don't know if it's distorting it enough, but come on, I'm gonna sing. Do 16. Oh, hold on. Is this Oh yeah, hold on. Eating some in the corner, eating apple pie. But this bit is not necessarily the bit that I particularly remember. I'm trying to keep talking because, you know. Anyway, let's pause that. I might have to silence that bit. I mean, this isn't monetized, so I suppose it doesn't really matter, but that could have been very loud, maybe, with me stroking the microphone like that. But I mean, I managed to find it, so I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna rough in a motor car by the Oldham Tinkers. Yeah, I thought you just made up a song. So, save. No, hold on. I need to... Right, I'm making a new playlist. Private playlist. Graphical diary. References. Right, save to graphical diary references. Nice. Okay. We're up in the motor car. I think it might change the words a little bit, but yeah, I thought he just made up that song. But I actually searched it, it's like, oh, it's actually a real thing. That was the first time I've actually looked into it. Interesting. Right. After us, we don't know where we are. Turn round the corner, eating apple pie. The copper said, give us a bit. We punched him in the eye. That's, I mean, yeah, he did slightly change the lyrics by the sound of it, but that's something that I'm going to have to really look into. Something to write up about. So, hold on. Don't know where we are. Song. Edited lyrics. I don't know what he was called. There was one. I don't know what it was called. He was just some guy that was like did assemblies and stuff. So there was also one more thing. It might be that same guy actually. The guy who oh man, memories just keep flooding back. Right. Right, I think again, a lot of these I'm not 100% on, but I'm going to stick it in. Hold on. If I do. Right. Getting the hang of that shortcut now. There was a guy who sung to the class. So he did these songs and he asked if anybody was sensitive. I said I am, but didn't know what it meant. He sung about other classmates making jokes. Right, yeah. Right, maths cards. Right, so there was one time when we had, hold on, so we had a set of cards that said I am, and then a number. Do thing to me, and I'll put in brackets, e.g. I am 72. Take 6 from me. And then whoever that pertained to would have to say, I am, what would that be, 26? I am 26, add 4 to me, or double me, or whatever, and you'd go around in a cycle. Until back to the start. I was very enamoured with this, so I made my own versions of these at home. On blue paper and brought them in. We did my set, which sometimes went to I am 2000. Told younger kid about this at lunchtime later. Who said 1,000? How high can you get? Right. Random. There was 2 more. I randomly have a memory from, I think it was this time. So one lunch I had mini, if I can spell mini correctly, mini jammy dodgers. So one lunch I had mini jammy dodgers, and one particular person said they were cute. There was one year, I think it was year 3, but I don't know. General vague events. Yeah. Hold on. Let's. We went to the library, so watch Lion King in library. I'm gonna put in brackets year 3? Question mark. I think it was year 3. It's a bit messy, isn't it? Look at all this stuff that I've got. What does this word mean? See, side class? Red Goosebumps Vampire Breath in extra side class, I think. I think that's just a typo there. Okay, well, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff there to I'm sure there's still plenty of stuff to fixate on. Oh, hold on, one more. There was a time when so right, hold on. So let's search this up. So school blocks that use for building. Ah, here, maths cubes, that's what they're called. Maths cubes. So I'm gonna grab something here. Yeah, we had like these cubes that you stuck together. I'm going to save that image. Oh, it's not the right file type. Not this one. No. Right. Oh, they're all WebP files. I don't want WebP files. I want a PNG, ideally. Right, okay, a JPEG, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so that was just me saving it, just for my extra reference. Maths cubes. So, I'm going to put maths cubes and have to link them and find the pattern for n equals find the rule for n equals when starting with one block and adding 4 on the sides. It's vague description, it's a random weird little thing. I'm going to put in only smart kids, because when it came to maths, I was at the top, right near the top. We also did our year 6 sats. Oh, hold on, right. I'm gonna look this up. So year 6 stats, English, which I got a level 3. Science. Level 3 was sort of like the low end, which I got level 4, which is the middle, and maths was I got level 5. I think I was the only person to get a 345. Most people, it was either like either you were smart and you get like 555 or 554 or 544 or something like that. Like people in the average would be like 444, and people at the bottom like 333 or 343 or whatever. But I think I was the only person to get both a 5 and a 3, because that's just how my brain works. Right, I'm going to do a search. So year 6 sats papers, and I'm wondering how far this goes back. Because I don't think... Oh, 2000. 2000. 1 second. Key Stage 2 Year 6, Level 6 Maths SAT Papers. 2000. It would be 2000, I think. I remember it looked blue. Had like a blue cover on. Oh, please be it. I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy if... Hold on. I'll be so... Right, hold on. I'll be so happy if this is right. 1 second. Okay, I've loaded it up, and I've got to say, this looks very familiar. I do believe this is probably it. That the layout looks right. Hold on. Let's move this up here. So, we've got that there. So you're allowed you're allowed a calculator with this paper. This looks see, this is interesting. Like, I don't remember. Man, I mean, this might be it exactly. I don't know. It said paper C, but it definitely looks alright. But it says this is it's a calculator paper, but this layout, calculator allowed, yeah. But this layout looks exactly like the blue square. I remember it being like white and like a big blue picture on the front. Don't remember exactly the what the picture was. Mental Maths Audio MP3. Oh, that would be interesting. Hold on. Where am I? Hold on. Key Stage 2, Year 6, Level 3 to 5 Maths SAT Papers. So is this... Oh no, that was... Ah, right. Level 6. Yeah, so that was level 6. I was thinking it looked a bit advanced. That was level 6. I remember there was one kid who was able to do that, but only one. Because there was one person in our class who got like 100% or something. Like 98%. I got 91%. I specifically remember that. And I remember my mum... I'm going to actually write that down. So, where am I? Key Stage 2, Year 3 to 5, Science SAT Papers. No. Let's go to where I am. Right. Key Stage 2, Year 6, Level 3 to 5, Maths SAT Papers. Right. Answer sheet. Test paper 1, test paper 2. Right, it's going to download them. Test A, no calculator. Test B, part 1. I only remember there being one paper. I don't remember there being a calculator one. Not in Year 6. Oh, that's the answers. Right. I think this is it. I think this is it. Key Stage 2 2000 Test A. Levels 3 to 5. Oh my god, there's a whole thing of magic. Oh, jeez, I've got to write that down now. Magic squares. So it's like match them up here. Here is jigsaw with one piece missing. Which one of the pieces is the one that fits the hole? Okay. Right, each of these are Venn diagrams. Okay. So I mean this is hinting to me what it was that we learned. So Venn diagrams. Simon and Nick. As in like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Want 2 batteries each. They buy a pack of 4 and share the cost equally. Mary buys 2 packs of 2. Hamid buys 1 pack of 4. These are temperatures in York and Rome on a day in winter. Reflective symmetry, right? Yeah. So reflective symmetry and rotational symmetry must have been a thing. So like, okay, yeah. There's reflective symmetry. That's reflective symmetry. That's got rotational symmetry. That's reflective. That's rotational. Just weird graphs. But okay. I added 5 to my number. I subtracted 8 from my number. What numbers could they have started with? 3/4. The spin is divided into 9 equal sections. Which 2 different numbers on the spinner are equally likely to come up? Explain why. 2 has a greater than even chance of coming up because there's more 2s than not 2s. Ah, see, this is interesting. Circle 2 numbers which multiply together to make 1 million. Okay then. So this might be the test I got 91% in. Right, the coordinates of point A and point B. Right, well, I'm just looking at old exam papers. Oh man, I've got to download the Mental Maths Audio MP3. I have to. I was gonna go to do I was gonna jump into secondary school stuff, but this is just it's not been going that way, has it? Right, oh, this is going to be interesting. So you might hear the audio crop up. Maths level 5, I'm just going to put in square brackets here, 91%. Oh, hold on. Can I hear anything?
This and answer any questions.
Oh.
Down your pen or pencil.
What's going on?
Now we are ready to start the test. For this first group of questions, you will have 5 seconds to work out each answer and write it down.
Mental
Question
maths.
1.
Arithmetic.
What is double 45?
90.
What
he's-
is double 45?
This is me at age 35.
Question 2.
Hold on. Oh, the question.
Write 326 to the nearest 10.
What?
Write
What was that?
326 to the nearest 10.
330. I missed the number the first time.
Question 3.
Oh, question 3.
Look at the times on your answer sheet.
Oh, I don't have my answer
Put
sheet.
a ring around the time, which is the same as 14:30.
Oh, 24-hour time.
What is 4 multiplied by 3.5?
Oh,
What is
14.
multiplied by 3.5?
Decimal places. I mean, this is something to... this is something... Oh, hold on. Did I get the right one there? Oh, yeah, that 2000. Right. Man, I'm gonna have to... Okay, hold on, I'm gonna bookmark this. I'm gonna bookmark that. Okay, I'm going to come back. I'm gonna come back to that for the different, like, SATs exams and all that. Very, like, past papers. Like, oh. And you know what? It goes back just to, like... Hold on. Like, you can barely see, but it goes back to, like, just before... I mean, not all of it. I mean, what's that? Year 6... Year 6 level 3 to 5 science SAT papers. Ah, man, that's... I can see that one there. It's not... doesn't go back down to my... Maths does. Or English? No. Jeez. Well, that's interesting. That's something to I better finish up this sentence. So, Mum came over to the teacher about how good my 91% was in maths. Right. Well, my plan today was to move on to secondary school, but I've spent so long adding and refining to this thing here that it's So hold on, I'm just going to check something here. On the side. Right. So, I mean, there might have been something there I was missing. I don't quite know. I might have been thinking about might be something that's like crossed my mind that I've not really, that's like grazed my mind that I haven't really managed to find. Oh, there was one. Where was it? Because I believe it was year 3. Hold on. Google Sheets shortcut. Insert row below. Tell you what, let's not bother. Okay. Actually, there wasn't really much point to that. You know what? And I've completely. Hold on. Let's. Okay. Just do it above here. Add a few more here, and so there's one. I was going to say Egypt. Just put ancient Egypt. That was just one. I just remember we were doing about ancient Egypt in year 3. So, learned about ancient Egypt. I'll just put that there. Delete. Right, I'm going to do. So I was going to go to do secondary school stuff, but I might just split up into another part, or I might just, I don't know. Should I? Should I do this in another part, or should I just continue? No, I'll do it in another part. I'll keep them divided up. That's fine. So, this is the first one of these today. I'm going to do another one straight away. Start off with some year 7 stuff, which was the plan for me to do here, but it hasn't worked out. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.